Have you ever reached the end of the day and felt completely exhausted, even though you didn't do anything physically demanding? Maybe you found yourself snapping at loved ones, forgetting simple things, struggling to focus, or feeling overwhelmed by tasks that never used to bother you. My name's Rick Cardwell. I'm a psychodynamic therapist, a counsellor, and here's a short video on the hidden signs stress is running your life. More importantly, I want to offer you some tips to be able to help overcome that stress. Now, most people think stress is obvious. They imagine panic attacks, emotional breakdowns, or feeling constantly anxious. But the truth is that stress is often much sneakier. It can quietly weave into your daily life until it becomes your new normal. And that's what makes it dangerous. Today, we're looking at the hidden signs stress may be running your life without even realizing it. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to recognize these warning signs and understand what your mind and body might be trying to tell you. So let's begin with the first sign. You're always tired, even after sleeping. One of the biggest misconceptions about stress is that it only affects your emotions. In reality, stress puts your body into a constant state of alertness. Your nervous system stays switched on even when you're resting. And as a result, you may sleep for 7, 8, or even 9 hours and still wake up feeling exhausted. Your body isn't getting the deep recovery it needs because it's busy managing stress behind the scenes. For example, imagine someone who spends all day worrying about deadlines, finances, or family responsibilities. They go to bed at a reasonable time, but their brain continues processing those concerns throughout the night. The next morning they wake up feeling as tired as when they went to sleep. If that sounds familiar, stress could be the culprit. So the second sign is that small things feel like big problems. Have you noticed how sometimes you become irritated by things that normally wouldn't bother you? Maybe slow traffic makes you furious. Maybe a minor inconvenience ruins your mood for hours. Or perhaps someone asks a simple question and you immediately get frustrated. When stress builds up, your emotional bandwidth shrinks. Your brain is already working overtime, and that means even small challenges can feel overwhelming. Think of stress like filling a glass of water. Each responsibility, worry, or pressure adds a little more. Eventually, one tiny drop causes the glass to overflow. The problem isn't the final drop, it's everything that came before it. The third sign is you can't stop overthinking. Do you replay conversations in your head? Do you imagine worst case scenarios? Do you find yourself analysing situations long after they've ended? Overthinking is often one of the clearest signs of chronic stress. Your brain believes it's helping by searching for solutions and preventing problems. Instead, it traps you in endless mental loops. You may spend hours worrying about the things that haven't happened and may never happen. The more stressed you become, the harder it is to switch your mind off. This creates a cycle where stress fuels overthinking and overthinking creates even more stress. The fourth sign is that you're constantly forgetting things. Stress has a direct impact on memory and concentration. When your brain is focused on survival mode, it has fewer resources available for everyday tasks. You may forget appointments, lose your train of thought mid-sentence, walk into a room and completely forget why you were there. Many people assume they're becoming less capable or less productive. In reality, chronic stress is often clouding their mental clarity. The brain isn't broken, it's overloaded. The fifth sign, you procrastinate more than ever. This one surprises many people. Most people think procrastination is caused by laziness, but stress often plays a major role. When tasks feel overwhelming, your brain looks for ways to avoid discomfort. Instead of starting the project, you scroll social media. Instead of making the phone call, you watch another video. Instead of addressing the problem, you postpone it. The task remains unfinished, creating more stress, and then the cycle continues. Here's an example. Imagine you have an important report due for next week. The pressure feels intense. Rather than starting, you spend hours doing less important tasks. You tell yourself you'll begin tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes the next day and then the next. The issue isn't laziness, it's stress-driven avoidance. The sixth sign is your body hurts for no clear reason. Stress doesn't just live in your mind, it lives in your body too. Frequent headaches, neck tension, shoulder pain, jaw clenching, digestive issues and muscle tightness. These can all be signs that your body is carrying stress. Many people treat the symptoms without addressing the underlying cause. If you've been dealing with persistent physical discomfort, it's worth asking whether stress could be contributing. Your body often sends warning signals long before your mind acknowledges there's a problem. The seventh sign, you feel disconnected from things you used to enjoy. Have your favourite hobbies started feeling like chores? Do activities that once excited you now feel exhausting? Stress can gradually drain your enthusiasm and motivation. You may still go through the motions, but the enjoyment just isn't there. Over time, this can leave you feeling emotionally flat and disconnected. Many people mistakenly believe they've lost interest in life. In reality, they may simply be carrying too much stress for too long. And the eighth sign I want to talk about is you're always busy but never feel accomplished. Some people respond to stress by slowing down. Others respond by speeding up. They fill every moment with activity. Their calendar is packed. Their to-do list never ends. They're constantly moving. Yet despite all that effort, they rarely feel satisfied. And the question is why? Because stress shifts attention away from achievement and towards survival. No matter how much gets done, it never feels like enough. The finishing line just keeps moving. So what can you do? I'll say this over and over again with every issue that's related to the mental health conditions. The first step is awareness. You can't manage stress you don't recognise. Pay attention to your energy levels. Notice how often you feel irritated, overwhelmed, mentally exhausted. Listen to what your body is telling you. Second, create small moments of recovery throughout the day. Stress management isn't only about holidays or weekends. It's about daily habits. Take short walks. Spend time outdoors. Reduce unnecessary commitments and set boundaries where possible. And most importantly, give yourself permission to rest without feeling guilty. Finally, remember that seeking support is a sign of strength and not weakness. Talk with trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals that can provide valuable perspective and relief. And final thoughts. Stress doesn't always pronounce itself loudly. Sometimes it whispers, it hides in your fatigue, your irritability, your overthinking, your procrastination, and your physical symptoms. The danger is that these signs become so familiar that we stop noticing them. But once you recognize them, you can begin making changes. If several of these signs sounded familiar, do not ignore them. Your mind and body may be asking for attention. The sooner you listen, the sooner you can take control back where it should be. So if you found this video helpful, leave a comment, share, tell me what signs resonated with you. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with someone who may need to hear it. So if you have any questions for me, if you want some advice, guidance, or you're seeking professional help, don't be afraid to contact me. We can have a free confidential chat and find out the best way forward for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.